We're at the Soul. Out Amway Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Here in Orlando, it's interconference basketball as the Magic look to defend home court at the Amway Center.
Boys, nice time.
So the Nuggets win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, you've got Nance. Green is up there with Conley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Drummond in at the 5.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
Back to Conley. They double-team Conley. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Good.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. I mean, you've got to be able to get core pieces there. And then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today.
Stolen by Michael Conley. And then slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Now Conley. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Green dishes to Nance. Conley kicks to Drummond. Out to Nance. A 3-ball. Drummond. It's hauled in by Gordon. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Kept alive.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
Here's Conley. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And that one's good. Drummond. Orlando leading. Fox kicks to Antetokounmpo. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Out to Nance. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And even 3-on-3 break. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Kicks to Fox. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. A three from Morris. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. Conley with a wide open look. Chance there to take the lead, missing. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Antetokounmpo passes to Biyombo. On the wing, Green. To the left wing. Drummond dishes to Green. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Shoots over Biyombo. Stolen by Gordon. Antetokounmpo kicks to Gordon. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Aaron Gordon, the athletic Aaron Gordon, playing much of last season at the small forward position during Serge Ibaka's short-lived stint in Orlando.
Yeah, and while he was excited to stretch his skill set, pretty clear it was a bad fit, especially in today's NBA. Gordon is a power forward, period. The Magic invested the 4th pick on him in that 14 draft, and they have to give him minutes at his natural position as his game continues to evolve.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. That's 7 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's definitely an area where Giannis must continue to work. When he's draining the 3 ball, he becomes unguardable.
Right wing. Smart, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter. From 17 feet out, with 1 on the clock, and it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, for the Magic leading by 10. Down low, it's the athletic pair of Gordon and Biyombo. Fox is out there with Smart. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Brent, when you think back to some of your favorite teammates in your 14-year career, what characteristics do those guys tend to have?
I think about 2 things, Kevin. The first is competitive drive. You always are drawn to guys who on a daily basis just want not only their team to be their best, but they want to be their best. That's an attractive quality. And secondly, probably the idea about where basketball sits in terms of the priority in your life. I always appreciated guys who could go do their work, separate from their work, and enjoy the time in the moment that they had with teammates, with family, with friends. That kind of balance, to me, is an attractive quality.
And they're moving it up. Smart passes to Gordon. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Barea dishes to Mozgov. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded we might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Here's Fox. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
You know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Feeds to Antetokounmpo. And the double up Antetokounmpo. To the inside. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Gordon kicks to Fox. Dishes it to Biyombo. Pocket 6. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first free throw is good. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Biyombo. Antetokounmpo again. It's Parsons. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Outside Favors. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Biyombo's got his third rebound tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Mozgov's shot is off.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Incredible that Antetokounmpo has grown the way he has as a leader for the ball club. He wants to make his teammates better, and you can see that with the way he passes the ball.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Derek Favors. Morris is checked in for Parsons. And it's Green in for Daniels. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Mike Conley's checked in for J.J. Barea. The Nuggets trailed by 18. Outside Conley. Now the dish to Drummond. Conley, the pass to Drummond. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
And stolen by Drummond. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing with the tip. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Biyombo's got 12 points in the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fox dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
And here's Morris for 3. And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see. Here's Napier. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Morris. Larry Nance out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Green. And it's Conley in the point guard position.
Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to New Orleans. Outside Carroll. Conley grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 14. Denver passing it around. Morris kicks to Conley. They double-team Conley. 5 to shoot. And that'll prompt Mike Malone to break right here. A timeout taken.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Daniels is checked in. And stolen by Ilyasova. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the 3, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
Conley, the pass to Drummond. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Muscala. And that one, good.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Out to Conley. In the corner, it's Morris. And it's Drummond missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Napier. Covered by Conley. Ilyasova. No one around him. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
And Orlando has possession. Ilyasova dishes to Napier. They double him with Drummond. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Here's Napier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 4. And Bellinelli kicks to Muscala. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. The Nuggets trail by 20. Outside Conley. Pass to Drummond. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Ilyasova passes to Napier. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Muscala kicks to Carroll. Hands it from downtown. Carroll's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
Here's Napier, covered by Conley. They set the pick. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Bellinelli for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here are the Nuggets now. Conley dishes to Drummond. Morris kicks to Conley. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Plays it up and banks it in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Napier kicks to Ilyasova. Down low. Passes it to Napier. 6 to shoot. Back to Carroll. Fires from deep. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And the one thing about Moore, it doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
To the middle. Ilyasova passes to Muscala. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Napier kicks to Muscala. No good. And so it's Orlando holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a... one-sided show. The Nuggets trailed by 18. Down low, it's the athletic pair of Gordon and Biyombo. Jamari Carroll is out there with Napier, and it's Antetokounmpo in the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Carroll kicks to Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Parsons. Barea dishes to Mozgov. Daniels passes to Mozgov. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 18. Parsons for 3.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
And the rejection by Favors. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Barea. And stolen by Napier. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him. Shoots from the high post. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Nuggets trailed by 18. Left side Favors. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Carroll's running. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. And great with Giannis, the team is so much more dangerous with him on the floor offensively, and the numbers back it up.
Yeah, Giannis, one of the few difference makers who can impact the game on both ends. Causes a ton of turnovers with his D, but also can facilitate or carry a team with his offense.
Napier kicks to Antetokounmpo. He tries for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. They double-team Conley. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Well, the D has no answers right now for Antetokounmpo. They're out there trying to spell his last name instead of trying to defend the guy.
Conley dishes to Drummond. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down. And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
The Nuggets trailed by 19. Conley into the lane. Shoots from 14. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now the feed to Gordon. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. They double-team Conley. Now here's Drummond. Guarded closely. Out to Morris. Nance, right side. 5 to shoot. And the wide-open shot from Green. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Napier. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. On defense, Denver. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Launches a 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And it's Conley penetrating. And stolen by Biyombo.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Back to Gordon. A second chance effort. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. There's Green with the 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. He kicks it to Napier. Back to Antetokounmpo. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.